Hey guys, welcome to the studio. Today we have a box sent to us from Arteza. They have kindly sponsored today's video and sent us some supplies. So let's open it up and see what's inside. Get some scissors here. I've been using Arteza for a long time. You guys have seen their stuff in my videos. I really love their supplies. So I'm really excited about this haul. Oh boy, this is exciting. So they sent me some water brushes, which is really great because I love their like fine detail watercolor brushes. So I'm really excited to try these guys. All right, I'm saving the best thing for last. So they also sent me some watercolor paper. I'm really excited about this. They actually let me pick out what I wanted, so this stuff isn't like a full surprise. I am so excited to try this paper because it is 100% cotton, and I love me some cotton watercolor paper. And last but not least, what I'm most excited for, guys, look at this. This is their 36 premium watercolor half pan set. And it comes in a metal box. I think what I am most excited for in this entire set is just their range of purples and blues. I think it's really hard to find watercolor sets that have a nice amount of purples and blues. I feel like they always like emphasize the warmer colors. So with that being said, I am like pumped for this set. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see what's inside. Oh boy, this makes me nervous. Ooh, they have like a card. Wow, okay, this is really nice. All right, this palette just won my heart because, okay, first of all, they have like all your colors here, but they did not wrap each thing in plastic, which is like my pet peeve. I just think it's like a waste of plastic, and they didn't do that. So I can actually just like use them, which is really nice. So yeah, thank you guys for not doing that. I'll show you guys a close-y so you can get all up close and personal, and then we're gonna do some art. I love Arteza's paint. I use their acrylic paint and it is like top notch. And I also really like their gouache paint, so winner winner chicken dinner. Are you guys ready to make art? I'm like so excited. This is like Christmas to me. By the way, I'm going to link all of these supplies that I'm using below, so if you're interested in any of this stuff, check it out. And while I'm at it, I'm also going to link my favorite Arteza supplies down below because they make like stellar detail brushes. Like, I am sold on those. I love them. And their gouache is really good. So yeah, I'm gonna link a bunch of my favorites down below so you can check that out. If you guys have watched a lot of my older videos, you will see me using Arteza stuff a lot. I really like their supplies. So I am just really excited to be doing this video. Thank you so much, Arteza, for sponsoring me and allowing this to happen. Here is the watercolor palette up close. I just finished rearranging all the pans, and I love how all the colors are in order now. I think it's so cool that they give you the option of rearranging them yourself, because these little metal things here are clips that hold each pan in place, which is so nice. I love it because I like everything going in this order, that it starts with pink, goes to red, orange, yellow, whatever. I might flip the greens and the blues just so it feels like it like snakes around. Yeah, I might do that. But I'm so happy with this. I love how up here there's this big tray for mixing, but if you go down here, there's another tray, which is really nice because this one, there's like smaller compartments. Right here are the brush pens that I also got, and these are really nice. I already filled them with water, but I love round brushes because you can do so much detail, and all of them are different sizes. So yeah, I'm excited to use these. Let me show you the Arteza brushes that I was talking about earlier though, that I use like all the time. Okay, they look kind of gross right now, so apologies, but it's just because they have been used so much. I really love these. They are great for like tons of details. I mostly use them for like watercolor and gouache. However, they work excellent for acrylic paint too. Here is the watercolor paper we're going to be using. I am pumped about this because it is 100% cotton. It has a little bit of texture to it too, which is great. So I'm going to prep my area and we're gonna paint. Yay! So for this painting, I really wanted to try out all these beautiful blue colors in this palette. So I decided to do another ocean scene. And when I say another, this painting may look kind of familiar to you. And that's because I created a similar one, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and I really liked it. I basically did an ocean scene with a lot of blues and grays and whites and like greens and stuff. And I made a lot of the undersea life just pop out. So I decided to make that into a series now, and I'll probably do a couple more of them over time. But let me tell you what, using these blue colors in this palette just shocked me, I guess. I don't know, I struggle with finding blue tones that I really like in watercolor palettes. Sometimes I just feel like they aren't pigmented enough or something. But these watercolors are so pigmented, and something that's very nice is they activate really easily. And I wouldn't say that the watercolor texture in the pan is really soft. I would say it's also not like super hard, it's like a nice in between. And that's really good because, as I said, it activates nicely, but if it was soft, it would maybe run out faster. So I'm really glad that it's not like super soft and it's also super pigmented. It's like the perfect consistency is what I'm saying. So I have to rave about that. I tried to keep the color scheme a little bit limited, so I didn't use like a lot of yellows and oranges, but I have full confidence with those colors because all the ones that I used were great. So I have 2 little floating islands here, and one of them, the big one, pretty much just has a lot of life preserved on it, and it's untouched, it's beautiful. And then the smaller island has a house on it. It's kind of like a way to respect the bigger island. You want to preserve as much of the earth and keep things growing. So yeah, that's kind of what I went with. You'll see there's a whale in this painting, and he's very large, and he's kind of like the focal point of the underwater life. And I really, really like him because he's just so large that it's almost overwhelming, but his expression is just so mysterious. You can't really tell if he's sad or if maybe that's just how he naturally is. Maybe he's just lonely or pondering life, who knows. But then all these fish that pass him by appear to be looking at him. So yeah, it's like, is something wrong? I don't know. But I really liked that because it just added something to think about when you look at the painting. And another thing that I intentionally did was I made all of the sea life huge in comparison to the islands. So that gives you something else to wonder about. Like, are these islands just really small, or is the sea life just really big? Is that house on the island a normal size house that we people would live in, or is it some other creature, and is this in some very unknown part of the world? So those are some questions that you can ponder. Oh, another thing I should mention, if you don't want a 36 pan set, I believe they have a 12 pan set on their site. It's a lot cheaper and it comes with all the basic colors. So if you're somebody who likes to mix your own colors and just have a smaller palette that you could maybe like put in your purse or something for on the go, I would definitely recommend that one. I almost picked that one and then I was like, I'm really curious about like all of these colors, so I want to try them. I also used these detail brushes from Arteza that I already had, and I just kind of went back and forth between the water brushes that they sent me and these ones. And I really liked doing that because the water brushes were like really good at covering the larger areas, and then I built the detail with these littler brushes. There were a couple things in this painting I wasn't sure about. A couple minutes ago, you probably saw me paint the rocks at the bottom of the sea like a light brown color, but then I felt like it made my color scheme look like there was too much variation, and I didn't want that. So I painted over it with a dark bluish black color, and that was nice because I used the same color for the silhouettes of a lot of sea life, like this octopus, which was so fun to paint. It was really fun just like making up different creatures because, I mean, they're all silhouettes, so it was really easy to just make up sea life. And I really like doing that because I think it's convincing regardless, but it's also like a cool opportunity to develop different characters and creatures in your mind and maybe develop that later too. Depends on what you want. Okay, so I took some white gouache. I'm going to talk about some of these things a little in depth later, but yeah, I took some white gouache and you're going to see me brighten up a couple things in the painting. So look at the bushes on the island. They're practically like glowing with leaves and branches and stuff now. I love doing that. That is something I really, really enjoy with like gouache paint. So I did that to lighten things up. And then I took the same gouache and I'm just adding coral at the bottom of the ocean now. And I thought this was really fun because it adds a nice contrast between all the silhouetted creatures that might be more in the distance or just darker in general. So it made things just a lot more interesting below the surface of the water. And I really like the dolphin with all the spots on him too. Let me know down below which creature is your favorite or what your favorite part of this painting is. Also, let me know if you like using watercolor and what your favorite medium is. I like to ask this question from time to time. I feel like my favorite medium changes over time, so I kind of wonder if it's the same for you. Here's some little details also. Alrighty, the painting is finished. This is what it looks like up close. I really like this little whale dude. He looks like he's just like chilling, pondering life. Some other fish are looking at him like, yo, what are you doing? All this little coral. Anyway, this is the final piece. If you're curious, it kind of goes in series with this painting that I did a few months ago. So now it's like a little pair. And I really like how they're similar, but some of the shading is like inverse, like the islands. These ones are darker, but these ones are like, they're almost chilling on some ice caps, which is really cool. Anyway, I had a lot of fun making this. Thank you so much, Arteza, for these watercolors. I loved them. If you're interested in this painting, it is in my shop, and there are prints in my Redbubble shop. So check it out if you're interested. The other painting I showed is also there too. So yeah, have a good day. Bye guys.